Hello, today we're going to put some rock sliders on our Unlimited Jeep Wrangler. These ones are from JRC. They're their Unlimited Classic Rock Sliders. We've chosen them because they bolt on to all the factory locations, and they include a step here for help people getting in and out of the Jeep. To do that, first we have to take the original rock slider off of our off the Jeep. It comes stock with the Rubicon models. To do that, I'll show you over here where the bolts are. They're all up underneath the Jeep. So there's the three body mount bolts that hold the body to the frame. We'll have to take those loose. And then there's these little mounts here that go into the body right at the bottom edge. We'll have to take those loose. And then we can take the original one off and then install this one the same way. So to make sure this doesn't fall as we work on it, we're going to take a floor jack and put it up underneath, but to protect it we're going to put an old shirt on top of here to prevent scratches. We're just going to lightly put the jack up against there, not actually lifting the Jeep. Just kind of a support. So we're going to start by loosening the body mount bolts. Factory one doesn't go into the body mount bolts. They have extra bolts back here that we have to loosen. Now we can loosen the little bolts that go into the body, like I showed you before. So now we're removing the little bolts. That are in here. They go into the edge of the body. Loosened bolts earlier, now we have to actually take them out.
Oh.
I'll use an extension because it's easier to reach up in there. Slides towards you, and then off. That's how to remove the original rails. Now we're going to save all the old bolts and nuts, but we don't need them for installing the new one. Okay, I'm going to set these up to the side.
You can say again what these are.
Okay, so these are the body mount bolts. They're what hold the body to the frame. So we're only taking off one side at a time. We're taking the three out, so we unscrew them, and there's a little washer that they catch on up in there.
Okay.
So you need to pry down gently while you unscrew them sometimes to get them to finish coming loose. You can use a crowbar sometimes, or and then they pop out. We want to save those because we'll have to put them back in when we're done. Now that we've got the body mount bolts and everything off, we can get the new slider out, set it on the jack, and lift it into place, and then start bolting it back, bolting it up to the Jeep. Okay, so here's the new ones. They're heavier than the old ones, so that's why you need the jack or somebody help you to hold them. To tell which side to switch, the side with the two that are closer together go towards the rear of the Jeep.
The two closer to
The two of these ones that go into the body mounts, these two are close together. This one's off by himself. These go towards the back tire.
Okay.
So this one goes on the passenger side. So we put the original body mount bolts back in here, and then they supply new bolts in the package down there on the floor to put in these bolts.
Do I have to get out of the way?
Yes. Now that we have that in place, we can go ahead and put the body mount bolts in loosely to help support it.
The mount body mount, the big one.
Mm-hmm. I want to leave it loose so that we can adjust the position as we install it. And then we'll do the third one. So now we're going to take these button head bolts that they was provided with the kit, and we're going to insert them into these brackets here and through the body, and then put a nut on the back side. So we're going to lift this up, insert the bolt, and then
Really fast. Yeah, you got help.
no, I got it. And then put the nut loosely on the back side.
Oh, you just screw from the back end.
Yeah. So there's one. Now we got the front end, we're going to do the back too. So if you have, sometimes you need an Allen wrench to hold things. This one is made for a socket. It's got an angle. Can help you get into different corners. Also, if you have a ball end Allen wrench with a long T-handle, it would also work good for this.
Okay, let me.
I don't really have a good angle. Now that we have all the bolts installed loosely, we're going to go through and we're going to tighten all the body mount bolts first, and then all the little bolts afterwards. Two. So we're going to tighten the small bolts.
The small one on top of here.
Yep, these ones.
Okay.
Just getting a wrench set up. Okay, now we have the passenger side all installed. All the bolts are tight. We have a nice step we can get into the Jeep. So now we can use this is a step to get into the Jeep. Now we just have to repeat on the other side. Okay, so now what we have repeated the process on the driver's side. It's the exact same process, just on the other side of the Jeep. And this is the completed rock rail on this side. Now the purpose of this rock rail is twofold. One, when you're off-roading, it gives protection so that if you get close to a rock or a tree or something, it'll hit here and protect the body so it doesn't get dense. And it also gives a nice step for getting in and out of the Jeep. Step for the front and a step for the back. So, where it went on, bolted on very easily and looks good. So, thank you for watching.